This is my moment, watch me shine. I'm unstoppable, feel it in my soul. Good vibes only, I'm in control. Turn the music up, let the rhythm roll. I move my body, I'm alive, I glow. Unstoppable, dancing through the fire. Every step higher, taking me higher. Smile so big, can't hold it in. Good vibes, good life, let's begin. Every scar made me wiser. Every tear lit the fire. I don't fear what's ahead.
And I am live, everybody. Hello, hello, hello. This is Aranath. I am the face behind this Go Live. Oh, Shin.
Sorry.
Oh, Shin, if mommy is doing this, you shouldn't be doing that. Okay? Okay. Give this to. Looks good. Yes, so this is RNF. I'm coming live to you from San Francisco, California. Hello, everybody. Good evening, good morning, good afternoon, wherever you are. Or you tuning in, feel free to drop where you're tuning in, so at least I can recognize or appreciate your your present as well. So glad to be here. I didn't go live yesterday because it was my birthday, guys. So I've been out and about having dinner with my family. That was very special. You know, that was a moment for me to pause a little bit, to breathe, and truly reflect on the journey that I have walked, the lesson that shaped me as well, and the woman that I have become through every challenge, every breakthrough, and every decision that I made, even it was very hard. And I sit here today, guys, I don't just want to uh, celebrate another life, right? Another year of life. I'm getting younger. And I want to share something really deeper, something real, guys, that you can relate to. That is the journey of achieving balance in life that once felt overwhelming and constantly pulling me in different directions. So tonight's topic is all about time management and balance, right? And that is a part of my 90 Days Grow and Success Challenge that I have been doing with my team, with my business partners from all over the world. And tonight is my day 30 and 31. I had to combine this one because I didn't go live yesterday, right? So just doing it now. So if you're listening to me right now, chances are you are someone who is doing everything right. You are working, you are providing, you are showing up to your family. I mean, for your family, you are chasing your dreams, and somewhere in between all of that, you are probably quietly asking yourself, where is my balance in all of this? And I really want you to know, guys, that I understand that feeling at all so deeply, because for the longest time, I believed that balance meant everything had to be perfect, that I had to be present everywhere, excel in everything, and never fall short in any area of my life. And I carried that pressure quietly, silently, without even realizing how heavy it was becoming. Oh my gosh, like balancing so many things at the same time, right? And I really thought being a mother, a mom, meant giving all you got, right? Being also a good leader at work meant never slow down, and then meant always showing up with strength, and being a woman with dreams meant pushing harder no matter how tired tired eyes inside as well. But guys, but the truth is, that version of balance was not sustainable, and slowly I started to feel in ways I could no longer ignore, right? There were moments when I felt exhausted, also, even after resting. Moments when I was physically present but emotionally drained. Moments when I question if this was really what life was supposed to feel like, guys. But again, constantly running out or running without ever truly arriving. Hi, Carmen. Hello, Pabi from Hong Kong and from Japan. Yes. And maybe you know exactly what I am talking about. Being those quiet exhaustion that people don't see, that internal pressure actually that you don't always talk about, right? That feeling of doing so much and yet feeling like something is still missing, right? Do you have those moments? There came a point in my life where everything looked okay on the outside, behind the smiles, behind the laugh. But inside, I knew something had to change and I had to search for it, right? And I was showing up, I was doing what I was supposed to do. I was being responsible, but I was not feeling fulfilled. And that realization was so uncomfortable because it forced me to ask myself questions I had been avoiding. Questions like, is this the life I truly want, or is this the life I've learned to accept? Diba? And the question changed everything for me. That's the reason why I love asking great questions uh, to myself every time before I even wake up in the morning. How does it feel now that I am there? Or even I ask God, show me who I can help or how I can serve today. Or how does it feel now that I already manifest my dream? There's so many things, you know, there's so many things. What steps did I took in order for me to get here using my memory, because memory is one of your mental faculties, and it's so nice to ask questions and go back to the past and what are the attitudes, what are the beliefs that I had in the past that helped me manifest this and manifest that. Who was I 5 years ago? You know what I mean? So again, great asking great questions to yourself is the most beautiful thing that you can do, because that creates visualization, imagination, that creates. Guys, I am live. Sorry, guys, my family are so noisy in front of me. Yeah, so because I realized that balance is not about doing everything equally. It is not about perfection, and it is not about trying to meet every expectation placed on you. Balance is about alignment, right? It's about understanding what truly matters to you in this season of your life, and having the courage to honor that to honor that without guilt, without comparing yourself to others, right? And without trying to live someone else's version of success. And that shift alone, from chasing perfection and to choosing alignment, was not easy, but it was actually necessary for me. And one of the biggest things that I had to face in that journey was how I was managing my time. Because I used to say I didn't have time in the past. I used to believe that my schedule was the problem, that my responsibilities were the problem, that my life was simply too full for anything new. But this is something that I've learned from my mentor, Bob Proctor. He did mention that we do have we do have 24 hours in one day, right? We do have 24 hours in one day. And the only way for you to make time is to manage your activities. So that made me think also, so what are the activities that I have been doing is not uh, that is not serving me? Just like, for example, watching TV. Is watching TV is really serving me? Am I just sitting down and watch watch news that really lower my vibration, right? Or am I going out with friends and stay for 3 to 4 hours, like window shopping, and or maybe talking, stuff like that, and not being productive. So what I did is I cut back on those. I cut back to all those activities that is not really serving me at all, you know. So basically what I did, like, oh my gosh, like I mostly spend my time an hour, probably 2 hours watching TV and not doing anything. And sometimes if I when I go out with my friends, we spend like 1 hour, 2 hours, sometimes 3 hours just chit chatting, right? That was in the past. And for me, why should I not use this time to make myself productive by even understanding how my business work, or maybe enrolled in a personal development and really learn and invest into my personal growth as well, right? So basically that's it. And when I am at work, I don't even take breaks anymore. Sometimes I miss lunches because I am salaried, right? Here in United States, when you're salaried, you have a choice if you forfeit your break, or you have a choice if you're gonna go lunch, because they just pay you yearly, not hourly. So basically I don't do those things. Now I become a business owner. I have to use all those 15 minutes break time, 1 hour lunches, 15 minutes in the afternoon. And then when uh, those moments for me to go out with my friends, I actually I actually limit my time spending time with my friends, right? And also for TV, I no longer watch TV anymore, and use those times to really focus in my business or something that's very important, or maybe project or meetings that I will be doing with my business partners as well, right? And then yeah, so that's something that I have been doing in the past. So yeah, but what I realized is this, guys. It was not that I didn't have time. It was that I was not being intentional with my time. That's why it all started. That's where I manage my activities. And also I was reacting to my day instead of designing my day. I was also allowing everything to take priority except things that actually mattered to my growth, my business, or my peace of mind and my future. And when I become honest with myself, I started to see where my time was going. There are so many times that I was scrolling on social media, especially on TikTok, right? And all of a sudden, oh my gosh, I spent, oh Shin, can you be quiet, please? And also, I've been spending my time 1 hour, 2 hours scrolling on TikTok, you know? And then having that awareness, like, oh my gosh, I spent so much time scrolling, and that I had to cut back, right? I was scrolling, I was overthinking, saying yes to things that drained me, right? I am delaying the things that could actually change my life. And that awareness was so powerful because it gave me back control of my time, control of my activities, control of my thoughts, right? And control of my actions, what actions that I have been doing that is not really serving me. And that awareness was very powerful because it gave me back control. I realized that effective effective time management is not about doing more things in a day. It is about doing the right things with intention, right? It's about creating a structure, if you have a structure, so that your life supports you instead you constantly training to catch up with your life. So I started making small changes. I become more intentional with my mornings. That's why I wake up early in the morning so I can do my meditation, my morning routines, right? Work a little bit on my business before I go to work, because I realized that how I start my day really determines how I show up for everything else. I protected my time, not in a selfish way, but in purpose way, because I understand that every time I say yes to something, I'm saying yes, I'm saying no to something else. So I started focusing on the high impact action, inspired actions, instead of busy actions, because being busy does not always mean being productive. And I hope that resonates to you too. Sometimes we're so busy doing this and doing that, but we're not really productive on what we're doing, right? Just like today, it was my I took a day off today because I had to take my son to his doctor's appointment, and I've been outside just creating nonstop videos. It's scheduling my post, right? My 2 weeks 2 weeks content, and also uh, I I did my ad. So I would say that it's very, very productive, and also take good care of my dad's business as well, because I had to go to the bank and do his own thing. So yeah. So that I slowly began to feel a shift, not because I suddenly had more time, but because I was finally using my time in alignment with the life I wanted to create. And that is when I understood something so important, that time management is actually my life management, because how you spend your time is how you spend your life. And when you learn how to manage your time with intention, you start to begin to create that space. Space to think, right? Space to grow, space to be present, and space to build something that actually matters. Even though I am in the car, I am always listening to a personal development, right? To a podcast. So I can constantly using that time for me to learn something new, to expand my awareness, and at least it also motivate me to move forward. Of course, I have some lay lows, but because of the level of awareness that I have, I stop it immediately. Like, oh wait, Arnett, I'm drifting, And with that awareness, I started to do something productive again. So as I continued this journey, guys, I realized that I didn't need to do more. I needed to become someone different. Not what I needed to do more, but who I needed to become in order to create the life that I truly desire, that I truly want. And that is when everything began to shift for me. And just like right now, right? Like I've been putting all my taxes together, even though it's supposed to be today is my time to do my taxes with my accountant, but she was so bombarded with so much things on her plate, and you know that she knows that I'm very understanding, so I just let her, okay, go eat, and then you can come back to me later on. But we go over what she needs from me, so I finished everything already. I'm just waiting for her email to arrive. So again, it was very, very productive. And also, oh wow, what is this? Oh, look at that. Look what I got today. Thank you, babe. Yeah, so again, everything uh, moved really well once you have that structured. That's why I move. What I observe is I move from constantly chasing, improving, to learning how to receive, to learning how to trust, and learning how to create a space in my life for things that truly mattered. Because the truth is, guys, balance does not come from doing more. It comes from creating leverage, from creating structure, and from aligning yourself with something that supports your life instead of consuming it. And for me, that meant expansion. That is my, oh my gosh, that is um my intention every single day. Expansion, expanding beyond what I knew without abandoning my responsibilities, without quitting everything, but by adding something that allowed me to grow differently. I aligned myself with a system, and this is so important, guys. You have to have that structured. You have to have that system, you know, that allowed you to build something alongside with your life, because something that did not require me to sacrifice more time. I mean, what's the word? Let's say I aligned myself with a system, right? I have the structure that allowed me to build something alongside my life, something that did not require me to sacrifice more time, but instead taught me how to use my time more intentionally. And for the first time, I felt a shift from pressure to possibility, from from exhaustion to expansion, from constantly giving to finally allowing myself to receive, right? That's why today, when I talk about balance, it looks very different from what I once believed. Because balance for me now looks like being present with the family. Look at them, they're here without feeling like I should be somewhere else. It looks like having moments of stillness where I can breathe, where I can reflect, where I can reconnect with myself. And my family knows that, because sometimes if they know that my eyes, if they come in the office and I am using this, right? They know that I am meditating, they just stopped. Or if they know that I am outside being quiet, they know that I am grounding myself, because they already know what I am doing. It that's why always build something meaningful while still living your life, not postponing your happiness for someday, but experiencing it now. And most importantly, guys, it feels like peace, not because everything is doing perfectly, but because uh, I am aligned. And again, and if there is one thing I want you to take from my journey today, guys, it is this: you don't need to figure out everything. You know, you don't need to be perfect to create change, and you don't have to do this alone, because again, guys, your next level is not uh, about doing many things. It's about becoming more aligned with the life that you truly want. Alignment, right? Your thoughts, your feelings, and actions should be in alignment. And again, if something in you is listening right now, or if something you feels like there is more for you, like freedom, more peace, more growth, more possibility, I want you to trust your I want you to trust that feeling, because that feeling is not random. That is your inner self reminding you that you are capable for big things, capable for more things, more stuff. That's why as I celebrate my oh my gosh, Ocean, shh. Sorry, guys. That's why when I celebrate my 1 year anniversary, or my 1 year of life yesterday, I'm not just celebrating my age. I am celebrating my growth, my courage, and the decision I made last year to this year to choose a different path, even when sometimes it was uncertain, but I am so proud of what I did from last year to this year. Yeah, that's why It's so good. It really feels good. So to experience this. So again, it's not all about the age. It's all about the experience. It's all about the challenges that I experienced 1 year, because that made me who I am today. And no regrets, even though there's some low lows and there are also some ups. But again, this those are all wins for me, because again, that made me who I am today. Right, Oshin? So that's it, everybody. So we talk about the balance, and I talk about the time management, which really comes together, because balance, you have to have find time, and really enjoy the journey that you've been going on. So that's it for me, everybody. 25 minutes is perfect for me. Thank you so much, Van from Australia, from Nina, from Grace. Oh, who else? Thank you. Carmen. Oh, consistent the best way, road to success. Yes, so can't wait for you to join. And Patty, is it possible for me to set up a conversion ad, even though I'm running a lead gen at the same time? Yes, I'm actually running a lead right now, and I just run a conversion ad. So I have a like campaign, a message campaign, a lead form, conversion. I'm running a conversion. I mean, 2 conversion ad, lead form and message. Yeah. So you can actually do that. Okay. And yeah, thank you so much, Patty, for tuning in. Oh, Bernadette from Canada. Kamala, thank you from Dubai. Wow. Hello, Srijana from Nepal. My goodness. And Sunita from Seattle. Wow, we are global. Oh my goodness, this is amazing. Grelos Digital from Singapore. My goodness. And Carmen from Japan, and Fabi from Hong Kong. Oh my gosh, like so many countries. Thank you so much, guys. I love you and have a good night. Thank you. Oh, shit.
This is my moment, watch me shine. I'm unstoppable, feel it in my soul.